In this video, we're going to talk fats. I want you to enjoy eating. I want you to enjoy being healthy. Fats are necessary for good health, necessary for your body to have, and our bodies understand this. It's one of the reasons that we like eating the fat so much, that we like the flavor. With fats, choosing healthy ones, quality is the key. And when I'm talking quality, I'm talking about the manufacturer and the actual quality of the oil, but more important than that, I'm talking about what's used to make the oil. Back in the 80s, we thought we had this whole thing figured out. Fat led to weight gain led to heart disease, led to all these conditions. Fat was the enemy. We stopped the insanity, we invented rice cakes, we did all sorts of other silly things in the 80s too, but let's leave that be. These days we understand that inflammation is the main cause behind most of these conditions that we used to associate with fat. With weight gain, sugar tends to be the biggest culprit, although there can certainly be others, fat among them. Inflammation can be caused by sugar, it can be caused by low-quality fats, and it can be caused by lots of other things in our lifestyle. When I'm talking about low-quality fats, I'm talking about corn oil, soy oil, vegetable oil, and vegetable oil in most cases is just corn oil. And most of the fats that we're used to fall into this category because those fats are extremely stable and they're cheap. And they're flavor-wise, they're very innocuous. So because of that, they're perfect for processed foods. The stability helps them keep on the shelves longer, and the neutral flavor allows food processors to add them to almost anything. The problem is, those oils are omega-6 and they're extremely inflammatory for the body. You contrast this with omega-3 fats. Omega-3 fats break down very easily, especially from heat, from oxygen, and from light. And because of those things, they don't keep well. Because of those things, you're not going to find them in processed foods. Now in this video, I'm not going to go into a great deal of detail about the different kind of oils that you should choose and ones that you should cut from your diet other than the vegetable oil and corn oil. I have another video called Healthy Oils, which you should be able to find pretty easily, and we'll go into more detail on that. Also within the realm of fats are fatty foods. So fish can be a fatty food, although we usually think of it as lean. There's fat in there. And what's nice about fish is the fat there is rich in omega-3s, depending on the kind of fish that you choose and depending on how it was raised. But with a little bit of research, you can find fish that have a lot of omega-3 fats, and those kind of fats will cut down on your inflammation. They'll help you lose weight. They'll help you feel great. Other foods that are rich in fat are seeds, nuts, avocados, and those things are great things to add to your diet. The fats that tend to be either neutral or anti-inflammatory, when they're locked into their food form, they don't lose those anti-inflammatory properties as a lot of oils will when you pull them out of the food form. And taking it back to corn for a moment, I have a whole nother video on sourcing of meat, and it also discusses this there in more depth. But to put it briefly, when we feed animals corn, they get inflamed just like we do when we have corn oil or too much corn. So conventionally raised meat, which is a fat-rich product, that particular fat is going to be very inflammatory to your body. Whereas meat, I'm thinking of cows here in particular, but the same holds true for other meat. Meat that's pasture-raised, you get a much better balance of omega-6 to omega-3s, and the effect on your body is either to be anti-inflammatory or neutral. And that's a much better proposition than the highly inflammatory, conventionally raised meat. Beyond that, one of the best ways to help with this is to adopt a whole food diet, because more than choosing your oils, more than those choices I've already talked about, when you cut processed foods, you're cutting so much of that corn oil and vegetable oil, so much of that inflammatory oil, without even having to do anything other than cooking your food instead of pulling it from a box. If you need tips on how to do that, a lot of these videos go into that. A lot of my programs go into that and making it easy to adopt a whole food diet. Beyond that, snack on some nuts. Find ways of getting avocados in your diet, and it shouldn't be hard. They're delicious. Work in some sardines, work in some cold water fish, some trout, some salmon, some oysters, things with those healthy omega-3 fats, and it'll make a world of difference for your health, both in the future and how you're feeling right now. If you like this video, click the like button. If you'd like to hear more, subscribe to my channel. Thanks. Enjoy.